live. For some reason, the PlayStation wasn't working. It didn't do it. Like, I hit the live. You may have gotten a notification if you hit the bell. Maybe you didn't. But welcome. This is Venom and Spider-Man Miles Morales 3. What does that mean? Waiting on me. Waiting. Waiting. Hold on. No, it should be live. Oh no, it's live. Yeah, I got it up. Yeah, I got it up. You on the wrong thing. And no, I'm on the right thing. It's working. It's working. Welcome. Welcome, y'all. This is Venom and Spider-Man Miles Morales 3. Before we get started, I just want to say you do not have, no one has my permission to take any snippets, take any clips, take any little squibbly blues, whatever the word is, take anything out, like, you know, edit out my live and say, hey, Venom said this, and re-upload it to your channel, okay? Because, you know, I don't care what you think, you know, you got whatever piece of paper says something about you regarding, you know, whatever you think you're afforded, whatever a group of people decided, hey, guess what, you're afforded this. It doesn't matter, okay? Because it's 2021, all right? So that means I can just go to the machine and say, guess what, we're woke, we're not asleep, and I'm offended, and they're gonna take your stuff down. So you be warned. You think I'm joking? You upload anything from my live stream without my permission, and I'm taking it down, man, because that's what we do now. Welcome. Welcome. Who we got? Welcome. So, on to the game. What we've been trying to figure out, y'all, and I'll put it on Twitter too. Danielle Anzaldi, that's a long time viewer. I remember your name.
I needed a break.
From what?
Oh, just stuff.
So,
I feel like YouTube is suppressing me because it only has 2 views right now. I feel like something has happened with YouTube.
Just before I got there.
Oh,
went
you're
inside,
fine.
looked around, found out about Rick. I'm so sorry.
Venom, man. So,
What else did you find out?
I want to help you.
Venom and Spider-Man Miles Morales
But you gotta talk to
3.
me.
Ooh.
I'm really sorry your mom got hurt at her rally. If that new Spider-Man hadn't shown up, everyone would have been fine.
So now we're going the route of her being the bad guy.
I know what I'm doing.
He should just tell her that he's Spider-Man, though, and she should, and then they would know each other being both bad.
That's my big secret.
Because he's not good. That's the twist, y'all.
What's your excuse?
As we said last time, that's where we ended the last stream. Probably the notifications are coming late.
Volunteering at Feast.
Mortal Kombat devs
always
making a
busy
Marvel
with stuff
fighting
like that.
game. Yeah,
What's
I
the
don't
real
believe
reason?
any of that, man. They're supposed to be making a. Somebody said Mortal Kombat. They're making like Marvel and a DC game. I don't think that. And if they make a Marvel game, it can't be like the DC universe. They can't do that, or the Injustice stuff. That's so boring. It has to be like Marvel Nemesis, y'all. If y'all know about that game, y'all know about that game.
I don't know.
If y'all know about that game, y'all know about that game.
You know, Rick was
Marvel Nemesis, y'all people know about it. Alright.
I get why you're doing this.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to be paying attention to the story right
I'm
now,
all in.
but
If not,
I kind of
no worries.
don't. Right now, I'm like, you know, Miles, you're Spider-Man, and she's the bad guy, and you're the bad guy,
Okay, let's go.
and your uncle's the bad guy. It's like, who's the good guy? That's the real question. Who's the good guy? Everybody's the bad guy. Who's the good guy? Like, for honestly speaking, this is really, be with me. She's the bad guy, y'all. Like, she's the guy that, but she's actually not bad. That's the truth. She's like for fighting for the people, right? But he's Spider-Man beating up the people. Like, and his uncle is fighting, you know, for the people too. So who's the bad guy? It's just a group of bad people. Why is he acting like he can't climb up this? That was some dumb acting, bro. This man Spider-Man, he's I gotta get up here. Like, yo, dog, if you don't get up there, bro. Why is her name Finn? What is that a that's a very ethnic name. What name is that? It's very urban. Come on, white people, help me out.
You're good with that?
That's actually a Middle Eastern name. It comes from the I don't know what, she's like Dominican and black, or that's the same thing, ain't it? She black. They both black though.
Show them you're fearless.
But the Afro Latina part, the Afro Latin part, we have to, you know, because they're not like the normal American Negro. They're not like the normal. They're different. They're different. Yes.
Gotta do this without giving away I'm Spider-Man.
Dog, he just said I gotta do this without giving away I'm Spider-Man. Can I fall? Can I like act like can he fall? Dog.
Come on, Miles. Make it look good.
Dog, just fall, bro. Just fall. Make it look real good. What kind of playing? She looking at him too. That's how you know she know. Look at him. She not saying nothing. She just watching him. That's why she did this. Why? Who just goes, hey, come on, Miles. Let's walk across the ledge of the crane across the buildings in New York and jump off the thing. Jump off, like, who does that? This is not normal. That was all a test, and his dumb self just did it. This is not good. Y'all, do y'all understand what's going on right now? They're both lying to each other. They're both lying to each other. They're both testing each other. She knew that, like.
Your plan. How does new form fit in? Krieger's saying you stole a shipment.
I stole one canister. I'm making some adjustments. Don't worry about it. Take today to settle in.
Right.
Good, you're back. Gavin needs it.
This is what his uncle told him to do.
Fine. Oh man.
Hey, we lying and deceiving.
Yeah. As long as the new weapons keep coming, the underground stay loyal.
Is that a programmable matter sword?
We lying and deceiving in here, y'all. This supposed to be his best friend, right? But you know, because of the fact that she a good guy, he a bad guy, he gotta lie, you know. But he the good guy though. Let's pick up the weapon. This is the weapon in Thor. No, I'm playing. I don't know what this is.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, she the leader. She cold.
That's my chance. I gotta figure out where she's keeping the new form.
Miles, bro, maybe you should just talk to her. Kids, this is the problem. Y'all ever like watch, you know, like the TV shows and Nickelodeon and all that stuff, and it's like the thing that's going on between the friends, and they just gotta talk to each other. Like, hey, he could legit talk to her and then probably have his whole life changed. He'd be like, wait a minute. Or she could have her whole life changed, right?
It's stuff from Martin Lee's gang?
Yeah. Tropes.
But you already know. You know what it is. Hey, and honestly, it's not even a more interesting story. I think a more interesting story would be the realistic one, like they talk and then like they can't see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, we gotta lie and deceive. But it's just the beginning. We'll see what's going on. Here, I'm gonna check the chat too. Marvel Nemesis was dope. My disc got scratched up. Hey, his father was the good guy. His father was not the good guy, y'all. His father was not the good guy. Yo, if Spider-Man is not the good guy, which is the whole point,
Downstairs. Sounds promising.
his father is definitely not the good guy.
Bridge attacks getting the underground a lot
His
of
father
press.
was not the good guy. If you pay attention to the actually, this is stuff that I learned, you know, and have been putting together recently. But if you pay attention to like all the Shakespeare plays, like the main characters are very flawed. Like Hamlet, the whole play is about like the fact that he wants to get revenge for his family being killed or whatever, but he can't do it, and he's like thinking about doing it, and he's like the whole play is I'm gonna kill them, I'm gonna do it. Like, but for real, that's literally in the play. It's like 4 hours. All right. The whole thing is whether or not he's going to kill the person that killed his family, or killed his dad and is taking his throne and his uncle. And like at the end, because of the fact that he doesn't make this decision, regardless of that, like everybody ends up dying. Like, my point is that Hamlet is the main character, but that doesn't make him the good guy. He's the protagonist, but that doesn't make him the good guy. All of these superhero stories they're actually something else. Like how Hamlet is it's a story, it's an archetype, right? Well, hold on, let's see what's going on.
Who are you texting?
My mom. Yeah, she needs me at home.
Right now.
Why didn't he just say gank?
Really?
Ganky.
Yeah.
He should have just said
Her wrist is
ganky.
in a
I was texting ganky.
I need to help with dinner.
Did
You
you,
should've
tell
just
her?
said that.
Thanks. You can head out that way. See you back here soon?
Definitely.
Hey, she dope. She real, bro. See, that's the prop. This is what I'm talking about. She's real. Spider-Man is fake. Hamlet is not the good guy. Spider-Man is not the good guy. Peter Parker is not the good guy, yo. Miles is not. Look at this, bro. She just came to her best friend. Yo, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay. And he lies. And he's lying. But he's the good guy, right? He's the good guy. This is what I'm talking about. And it's not just Miles. It's the fact that, you know, we're playing as Miles right now. Because Peter is not the good guy. That's why the concept of Parker luck, it's the same thing with Tony Stark. Why doesn't Tony Stark, like, why is he always, things are always going wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always some stuff going wrong. He getting kidnapped by the terrorists. Yeah, you the richest man on the planet, but you getting kidnapped by the terrorists. You know what I'm saying? You make a machine that can do X, Y, and Z, but you know it's still gonna hit you in the face, and you're gonna blow up a little bit, and it's gonna be funny afterward. You know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these things are these stories. These stories are it's more than just the superhero. Like, Hamlet is not the good guy just because he's the protagonist. There's a difference between protagonist and good guy. Hero. Shoot, the hero could be the antagonist. The protagonist could be, oh wait, I can go invisible, can't I? How you do it? Like that. You see, Miles something. This is what he did. So his friend brought him to her place. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna leave," and then he put on his suit, and then proceeded to beat up all of the people here. This is what's going on. This is some Spider-Man, Batman, like, this is crazy. Batman is actually a punk, y'all. Batman, dog. Hey, whoever thought Batman is sweet, you know, Batman is sweet. Batman is sweet, you know what I'm saying? He is sweet, you know, Robert Pattinson, all that stuff, you feel me? Good time. But what I'm saying is that little punk boy, hey, that Robert Pattinson movie might do it. It might do it. I think it will too. I think it will. It might do it. At last episode we was talking about, and I suggest you watch all of these in order. I suggest you watch all of these in order. If you're watching just now at part 3, guess what, man? You got 2 other episodes, bro. You got 2 other episodes. A lot of insight here, man. A lot of insight. Ooh, a lot of insight, man. You're gonna get the best of the best. The best of the best, man. Dude, you're gonna be like, oh man, how did I not watch this in order? That's what you're gonna do. Oh God, you saw how quick I just went down? Like, when I got seen, like, cause I didn't mean to zoom over to that person right there, but when I got seen, I just went with it. You know, commit, never give up. That's another thing. All right, don't forget that. All right, never give up. Okay. Guess what? Guess what? All the people that lose and quit, you know what they got in common? If you lose, well, if you quit, then if you quit, you definitely lost. That's the point. That was like not on purpose, y'all. I was genuinely trying to, and I got seen again too. That was a correlation right there. He died. He died quick. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? Okay, let's bring it back. The point is, don't give up ever, because if you give up, definitely the only thing you can do is lose, because you gave up. That's all that comes out of giving up, is losing. There's nothing else that can come. It's not even a relief, okay? It's, yeah, sure, the relief, the situation. But here we go. Let's pull this guy. But you also have to be able to recognize situations, you know? Like, for example, Spider-Man quitting being Spider-Man is not a bad thing. He's not quitting, like, being... See, what he's doing is he'd be quitting his disservice to society. That's what he'd be doing. He'd be giving up that power hunger, that power hunger, that fight for power, because he was bullied. Remember, don't ever forget, these stories are real, right? So the Joker in that dumb movie, right, and it was a good movie, it was a very good movie, it was well executed, purposefully executed well. Don't ever forget that either. These movies are made bad and good on purpose, for a purpose, okay? Because there's millions of dollars, as we were talking about with that last episode, all right? Spider-Man is $1 billion property, okay? So that means, oh God, here we gotta go invisible or something. We gotta go invisible. That's what we gotta do. Here we go. We're gonna, can I break it down with it? Hit him, bow with it.
No, you're lucky, Dad.
There we go.
Sorry.
But so that means, like, the studio, they're the ones that final say, you know, it's their film, okay? It's not Mark Webb's film. It's not anybody's film except for the person flipping the money, flipping the bill, the studio. So that means that before anything is released, the studio gets the final say. That means that a good movie is a good movie because of the studio. Yeah, it's the talent, it's all of that. The artist, yes, but it's the person that flipped the bill that gets the credit, because they ultimately made the decision. For real, like for real, y'all. If the movie's butt cheeks, for real, it's not getting released purposefully. Now, that doesn't mean that good movies, you know, it's easy to make a good movie, and that doesn't mean that, you know, all the bad movies, you know, accidents don't happen. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying this universally. I'm saying that there is a great amount of effort that goes into the producing of particular pieces of media. A great amount of effort. That doesn't mean that things are going to be good. That doesn't mean that things are going to be bad. That doesn't mean all that media has the same amount of effort. That does mean that there is a particular amount of effort that goes into making particular kinds of media. Y'all know what that means? Does that make sense? Spider-Man is a little, you know, am I taking a long time here? This is not that easy, y'all. Like, this is not easy. Here, we're gonna just do that. Can I do that? There we go. They didn't see me either. He's got this like glowing suit on, so it's like, cause I got the glowing suit. Well, I mean, I know it doesn't really do anything. I'm just telling myself that. Like, okay, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. I had to put on my detective vision. Detective vision. Y'all know what that's from? That's Batman. I was actually playing Arkham Origins. I haven't beat it yet. What is that? Oh, that's for me to do a trap. Okay, so it's how many people over there? Could I distract them? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got no. Hold on. See, I don't know how to play. Like, okay, here we go. We got the remote mine with it. Can I shoot it at him? I could shoot it at him. There you go. Pow. There you go. We had to get it going, you know what I'm saying? We had to get it going. Hey, I hope that they one day, you know, do make a Spider-Man fight scene like this, you know what I'm saying? Well, they probably won't. That's another thing. We'll get into all that, you know. Welcome. This is just the third episode. We're going to get into all that. But as I was saying before, yeah, so like these films, they're not just they're not just you know, pieces of fun entertainment. Here's an example. Like they're used for like well, I'll give the example of some fire took place at some church in, I believe, Italy, and Assassin's Creed 2 was used as a source for them to, because Assassin's Creed 2 was a game that recreated Italy and had and had that particular area that had been damaged in a fire. It had the area, and they used the game, they used it as a reference for the fixing up of the church. So like there are different uses for this technology other than just, you know, entertainment. Now, I'm not saying that like all forms of technology are like used for history and stuff like that, but you know, it is in some form of way of time capsulation, right? Like time capsule of technology, time capsule of ideas, of society, of whatever. Like, so there's just a lot of different things that go into filmmaking other than just, like, for example, people talk about the agenda, right? Things having agendas, like we have these woke agendas, right? So like that means what they're saying is like the film industry is, they're making these movies and casting these movies with this overall idea in mind. They're trying to push some type of concept or some type of idea. This is some type of brainwashing or hypnotism or something. This is this is a form of getting a subliminal message to you subconsciously. That is what this woke agenda is. This is what people talk about, right? So like, but what does that really mean? They're like saying that these people are making this content, this art that is supposed to be just for children, just supposed to be entertainment, not real, ha ha, he, but instead has this deeper, in some cases, the context that they place it is like darker meaning. They're trying to get you to do something or believe in something or think something. They're trying to get you to think something, think a way that they want you to. So like, what does that mean? That means that like within that context, that these movies, the media in general, it's being made with a different idea in mind than just entertainment. There's a form of effort that's being put into the creation of the content outside of just, you know, we're making a good story. There's something else with it as well, you know.
Found a bunch of secret passages in his house hidden
So
behind
that's
art.
an interesting thought process, right? So then what does it mean going back to Spider-Man, what I was talking about? He's not the good guy. Hamlet was not the good guy. Like, people argue that the reason why everybody died was because of him, his indecisiveness. Now, I don't think that really matters, but I also don't really care about Hamlet, so. But the reason why I even bring up Hamlet, because the point of that's a question too. Well, who cares about Hamlet? Like, what are you talking about, Hamlet? Hamlet.
Wait, are there any big
Can I
statues
like
around there?
get up here or no?
Yeah, I think I saw
You know when
one.
you play games, you just
Might
want.
want to check it out.
It's a big statue over here, bro.
Statues go together like pickles and orange juice.
What?
What?
Bro, hey.
But what was I saying? The ooh, oh, look at that.
Whoa, secret stairs.
Secret stairs. Let me go down them. But like, so Shakespeare, here Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, Bill Shakespeare, he's like this
Goes deep.
dude who was writing ish
Lots of mob bosses have secret
in
exits like this.
pandemic actually.
Fisk planned to use it when the other Spider-Man came for him.
He was writing a whole bunch of stuff. He was suffering from the Black Plague or whatever they say they was doing, whatever his story says, whatever that story says. Ask him and he will tell you what his story is. But something to do with him writing. He wrote a whole bunch of work in the pandemic, and that work has like these archetype stories and characters and scenarios and themes that literally are the foundation for all modern day media. But the truth is that his work is actually plagiarized and is not of his own. And that is what many have argued, many scholars argue, that Bill Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, was actually a plagiarist, and that his work was fake, and he stole it from some other man or whatever. But the truth is, he actually stole, whoever stole, because it doesn't really matter if the character William Shakespeare, Bill, whatever you want to say, it doesn't really matter if he stole it or not, because it was not theirs to begin with, because these archetypes go back to ancient times before, way before any of that, because actually the Renaissance era.
Roxxon's gone. Are you with me?
You know we
Did she see him? She didn't see him. Did y'all watch that? I was watching now. You know, I'm talking, but I'm trying to pay attention to both. Where'd she get all this? Well, I guess her dad was all that in a bag of chips. But why did he go? Why did you become visible? Why didn't you just go back up? Why is you fighting me like you? Do you know who I am? Yo, I promise you, let me be a person that's like with a bunch of people, right? And this dude is flying and kicking people up in the air. Like, I'm not about to square up with him. What am I doing? That's like, I just want to die. This is bodily harm, dog. This man be having electricity, bro. People's hearts and stuff be palpitating. People be having heart conditions after they have an encounter with this man. What is going on? Now, as I was saying, yeah, all that stuff is stolen anyway, bro. All of that stuff is not his. William Shakespeare, this is all, again, theory, all right? Look, everything, I'm a guy playing video games, okay? Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing? Now, if you hear what I'm saying and you're really listening, then you can hear what I'm saying. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm playing video games. Ain't nothing. I'm just playing games, yo. Talking, for real. Just talking. Playing games. Ain't nothing. So don't go trying to bleep, 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 bleep. We can have a conversation. But don't go blue, bleep, bleep. I'm a guy playing video games, dog. Do you see how serious this is right now? I'm playing Spider-Man. I'm talking about Shakespeare and all this stuff. Playing Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. I don't have the PlayStation 5. Like, don't bleep, bleep. Leave that. I'm not. This is 2021. According to who you're talking to. William Shakespeare, his stories, his archetypes, all of it has a strong ancient leaning. The stories they have a correlation with ancient stories, similar to many other stories that are very, very, very relevant and prevalent now. But, like, you know, so Shakespeare in himself,
What about a theater?
those stories
A theater?
are a little I don't know if they're his. Now, going with that, the reason why I'm bringing up Shakespeare is not only because of the archetypes and those contexts having like a lot. You know, they like just this overbearing bleeding effect into everything else. But it should because why do we learn about these characters in school? Why do we learn about their? Of course, there is some type of relevance. Now, the relevance isn't going to be told to you. That's up for the scholar, the researcher, the person that wants to learn, the person that is, you know, whatever. It's up for them to decide and up for them to find out. But the reason for those individuals and many other individuals being told to us, these characters being told to us, is because these characters are very influential to society. They're very influential to the world today. Today. Now, not yesterday. Today. Now. Not even the future. Today. Notice what I'm saying. Today. True deception. Trophy earned. You saw that. That's the point. Today. Shakespeare is relevant today.
If you were hurt in the Underground's attack on Roxxon Plaza,
His work is throughout all of media today.
please get help. There's a list of resources on my blog.
But I just said that his work is, you know, copies of other stuff. Now, going back to Marvel, Marvel's work is copies of, as I said, like we just said, that his work bleeds into everything, right? So that would of course include Marvel, right? But Marvel, you know, does the same thing. This work is not all, it's the same concept. If Shakespeare is a plagiarist and his work has bled into everything, that would make that all of the work that follows that same plagiarized work, correct? Right? So, plagiarized work. Now, I'm not saying that in the sense of nothing in the sense of stolen from a individual per se, like it was someone else that wrote it and William Shakespeare. No, I'm saying that these are concepts and ideas and archetypes that do not come from a single individual during a pandemic. That's what I'm saying. And these concepts and ideals do not just suddenly become relevant in everything today from a singular character. That these things have like a real historic meaning. Like for real though, like ancient historic times, and individuals, characters begin, they get the credit for it for some reason, and then they get the credit, and everything is made in that image for them within the time frame. Going back to Spider-Man is not the hero. Hamlet is not the hero. So who is the hero, and what does that mean? Who is Spider-Man? Who are these superheroes? What is the concept of the superhero? What is the concept for real? I was talking about the history, right? Talking about the media. Some people talk about it being an agenda. The media being filled with agendas, or, you know, you could take it a step further and say the media itself is an agenda, right? So then what is the real reason? What is the reason? What are the stories? What if the agenda is to do with race, if the agenda is to do with whatever, where does it actually come from? What are the origins of that? Is it something that a group of people decided today, you know, guess what, we're going to do this, we're going to make all the characters like this, and they're going to do this? But why? Where does this all come from? Hey, oh my God. Did they see it? He ain't see it. He ain't see me. Hey, that was for real like the movie. Y'all see that? That was for real like the movie. And he ain't even look up. Wow. That's embarrassing. He ain't even look up, y'all. Y'all saw that? He ain't even look up. But yeah, what's the difference between Norman Osborn and Tony Stark, bro? Like, for real. Norman Osborn was gypped out of his company in the Spider-Man 1 movie, right? Tony Stark was selling his weapons to the very people that kidnapped him in Iron Man 1. Like, he thought they were stealing it. He thought, oh, they stole it. Hey, stole it. No, they didn't steal it. And no, he didn't. Come on, y'all. I ain't seen the movie in a minute. I'm actually gonna do the whole Marvel series marathon, and then maybe even talk about it. Probably will definitely talk about it. But I'm just trying to get some thought going. What's the difference between Norman Osborn and Tony Stark? Perspective. Like, for real. Dog. Like, they both are rich billionaires who decided to take matters into their own hands and dress up in these personas. Like, you say that Green Goblin does evil stuff because he kills people and all that, and I say Iron Man kills people and all that and does evil stuff too. They do the exact same thing. They both are arrogant. They both are. So now it's just a matter of perspective. It's a matter of perspective. This man Miles then lied to his best friend. Right now I'm attacking his best friend's people. Like, I'm attacking them. The people that's for the people that's against the corruption. But you know, Spider-Man can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. You gotta run for office or whatever. You gotta run for office. You gotta be Norman Osborn, Tony Stark, Lex Luthor. You gotta be that. Wilson Fisk. You gotta be that. No. No. You're going this route. Guess what, buddy? I'm gonna beat that butt for real. I'm gonna put you in the hospital. I'm gonna put you in the hospital. You either gonna be Norman Osborn or Wilson Fisk, or you ain't going. Okay? Like, for real, Spider-Man is protecting Norman Osborn. He's protecting Wilson Fisk. For real. It's constantly, Wilson he's getting out of jail. He's getting out of jail. He got out of jail. Always. The Joker got out of jail. It's always the same thing. The police are corrupt. It's like the same concept. The same concept. Who's fighting for who? What up, though? Let me I'm about to read y'all comments. You probably like Robert Pattinson is already the best Batman and he ain't even performed yet. Hey, you right with that. Hey, you right. People be on some bull jive talking about hey, they be talking about
Is there a phantom anywhere?
Christian Bale was the best Batman. Like, what did he do? Okay. He the best Batman? For real? For real. Who the best Batman, dog? Could flip a coin. That's how I really feel about all these characters, though, honestly. Like James Bond. Like, the actors are the actors. They're playing a character, bro. They're playing the character. They're playing the character. It doesn't matter. If it matters, then I think normally they're doing a bad job. I mean, sure, you got your extremes. Like, shoot, I can't think of nobody, but definitely, yeah. This how Spider-Man will really do it, y'all. Y'all see how I'm playing?
Actually, you take this.
This is how Spider-Man will really fight. You ever watch people play the game and they like can't play? I used to be like that too. But then I became super arrogant. No, I'm playing. I'm not even arrogant like that. Normally people that have to say that are arrogant. Alright, I'm just gonna stop. Ooh, because these people are trying to beat me up. Hey, he's invisible, dude. Oh. Hey, man, I'm new to this Spider-Man thing. Y'all gotta, like, cut me some slack. And imagine you just fighting this man and he just run all the way up a wall and disappear, dog. That is scary. That is not normal, dog. And then he just all of a sudden just come out of this. Like, I would be like, what are we doing? How are we fighting this man? This is the stupidest thing ever. But I guess, right, like, never give up, as I was saying earlier, because, you know, shoot. People be playing the game and Spider-Man be dying to, you know, these normal people. Come on, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, dog. Let's do it. This is a woman. Look at that. I killed her. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh. Okay. He said, did you hear the news of a Ben Affleck Arkham Knight show? What is that? Absolutely not. I ain't hear nothing like that. That sounds odd. Ben Affleck Arkham Knight. What is that? Like the game? But with Ben Affleck? You made that up. I do not believe you. How dare you even say something like that? No. Which Spider-Man actor do you think looks more like Peter Parker? What? Like a white guy? I don't know. Tom Holland.
Feeling good. Not for
don't
the
know.
others.
I think Tom Holland is the closest to Peter Parker. Closest to Spider-Man. What up, Doe? Like your points, Venom. Maybe the difference between Tony and Norman is their perceived morality. Like Tony feels he is prioritizing others on an individual and societal level. Maybe. I mean, I feel like there is no real difference. I think it's just the framing. It's just that Tony Stark wants to be the hero. Like, that's his whole thing. He wants to be the hero. That is like literally, he's an egomaniac, dog. Like, he doesn't care about anything except being that guy. He's not real. He's not genuine. He's not gonna like really stand up. He's gonna do what he feels he's supposed to do, instead of like what is actually right. He's always on the, I don't know, how do I describe Tony Stark? He's like that guy who just had everything handed to him and still, for some reason, he's like the guy that has had everything handed to him and just wants more, and not only does he want more, like, he wants everybody to recognize, the things that he doesn't have, and he wants them to make up for it. Like, he expects others to make up for the little that he doesn't have.
No more underground. Soon to be no more generators.
Yeah, that's the way. That's how you describe Tony. I feel like Norman at least is a little bit more self-sufficient. He's an egomaniac too, though. But he's more. I feel like he gets his whole thing broken. His whole psyche is broken from this kid in college. So maybe. And like Tony does the kind of opposite. I don't know.
One more.
Yeah, Phantom, I remember you, man. What's going on? I remember you. What's your opinion on Insomniac versions of Miles Morales? Insomniac's version of Miles Morales is very, I think the actor is great. I ain't got nothing to say bad about the actor. I ain't got nothing to say bad about any of that. They made my man Miles pick up some needles, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw that in the last episode, but that is forever gonna be like, I can't believe Insomniac just did that. I really can't believe they just did that. How they make this black kid pick up a needle? Like, this is a game that children's supposed to play. Like, my talking about it, if someone was to hear me talk about it, they would be like, what? Like, imagine if that's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Now, and I'm saying something that sounds completely like it's out of context, right? But in the game, Spider-Man is investigating. He's looking for his friend, and he finds a needle, and he picks it up. Like, what do you mean? Spider-Man don't pick up no needle. You don't pick up needles, okay, kids? And you don't just have Spider-Man, the black kid, pick up the needle. You don't do that. You don't do that. You just don't. You don't have the superhero in general pick up the needle. You don't have to do that. He didn't have to pick it up. To look at it, to spin it around or nothing. Not in the kids' game. This isn't the kids' game. Great. That's the whole point. What I was going back to earlier. What is this? He's not the hero. Spider-Man is not the hero. He's the protagonist. What is this? What is the story? What is the story of? What are all the Shakespeare stories? What are they based on? If they aren't originally his, then what are they based on? If the Spider-Man and all of these other heroes or stories have traces of Shakespeare, and like, what are they based on, right? What is they actually based on? That's a question. That's a conversation that we're going to be talking about. Oh, shoot. Look at that. This is just, we're just playing the game. Look at him. He tried. Dang. He hit the ground kind of soft. See, that's the problem. Like, you see how soft he hit the game? He said, ooh. Ooh. He need, like, it's supposed to be like a hard hitting thing. You know what I'm saying?
That did it. Barrier's fresh out of power.
I know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. This mission is very lame, y'all. What am I doing? Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. There we go. Something's about to happen.
That was the way to the main auditorium. Now it's blocked.
Oops. Maybe
Something's
there's a
about to
staircase
happen.
or an elevator. I could stick the gears.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea, Spider-Man. We're gonna stick the gears. Okay, hold on. What are they based on? That's here we go. That's where I was.
Hey man, I'm thinking.
They're based on ancient stuff. But what ancient stuff?
Finn, not only did I lie about joining your club, but
Yeah.
I'm also the guy trying to stop you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We can work on the delivery.
Yeah, that's Miles. Why don't you just do that?
Giant armored silo.
Why don't you just be a man, Miles? Why don't you just be a man and tell? Why don't you just tell her? Because that's not the story. The story is not of the man. It's not Spider-Man. Here we're gonna do what he would do. He would do some dumb ish like this. Hold on, can I do it? He would do the yo-yo. Can I do the yo-yo? Can I do the yo-yo? Y'all know what I'm doing. Yep. He would do some dumb ish like this. In the movie, he would do that, and then he would fall off, and then he would walk up. We would examine it.
Really feeling
We're
like
gonna
my
type
gaming
some
is
random stuff,
underpowered
and it's
right
gonna
now.
come up.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Finn's going full supervillain layer here. Are you seeing this giant armored container thing?
Totally
is it?
not suspicious.
it's like
Forms in
holding
there?
something. What is that? New form.
Hunch, yeah.
Okay. Well,
He's got cables running away from it. No wonder.
charge the generators. Wait, can I can look at all this stuff too, can I?
Rick's invention. Krieger doesn't understand new form well enough to make more.
Yo, how come when it comes to all the Spider-Man news, they're like talking about yeah, the Daily Bugle is looking like the Sam Raimi Daily Bugle and the Spider-Man movies, but that actually that looks like the comics. So
Power the others.
like, why don't it, like right here, this looks like the Sam Raimi one, then it looks like the comics, but I guess not.
Don't you
Right.
think she might react badly?
Let's make a pros and cons list.
Yeah, dude, why don't
Who's
you
your best
tell her?
friend? Besides me.
Con, she's a tinkerer.
Pro, talking to her is easier than sneaking around behind her back.
Yeah.
Con, the other Spider-Man was super clear. Don't tell anyone who you are.
You told me. Maybe if she knows it's you she's fighting, she'll rethink the whole Tinkerer thing.
Yeah.
You're right.
You hear this conversation, y'all? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all? I like that.
Looks like Finn's
That was a nice conversation right there.
Mask? Shield? As soon as I find a way around the underground's weapons, she comes up with something new.
I think that Miles needs to be a man. But the thing is, Hamlet wasn't a man. Hamlet was a little boy. He was a little old boy, and he didn't even know he couldn't, you know, he couldn't do what he was supposed to do, and then everything went kaput. But it wasn't his fault. That's the ultimate point too. It was clearly divine intervention or supernatural intervention. There was clearly a different scientific element at play, something that was not only within the third dimension, because in the actual play, you know, he sees the ghost, he communicates with ghosts, so it's not just tied to the third dimension. It's clearly something else going on, supernatural, metaphysical, you know. Like an example is all of these superheroes are super powered, they're supernatural, there's a super element to it, always something out of the third dimension. These stories are always communicating that to us, you know. But why? What is that agenda? Is that an agenda? Is that an agenda? If it was plagiarized, from where? From who? From what? From what? What? Y'all seen SpongeBob? What?
Rocks on bad intel so they don't get close to her or the new form. She's good.
Use the gear to adjust the use what gear? Use the gear to adjust the backdrop. Okay. Where's the gear? Oh, I see it. Okay, we're over here. Hey, did y'all see that new Resident Evil, y'all? That new Resident Evil. We're gonna play that eventually. We're gonna check that boy out. Gonna pull this down, and then we're gonna let it switch. Wait, what? What am I supposed to do? He said, no good. What am I supposed to do? He said it looked webbable, but you know. Okay, let's go up here. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the chat too. I'm looking at the chat. Ooh, look at that.
Finn's been making new weapons to deal with me. Guess she told the rest of the underground to keep tabs.
What's your opinion? Yeah, Miles Morales. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, he's just he's a cool guy, I think. But I think Insomniac, I've been hard and critical on Insomniac. Again, Insomniac, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing the bare minimum, yo. Hey, I'm saying it, dog. Like, this is a sweet game, and I think it's dope. But yo, this is 2009 Spider-Man 2, bro. Web swinging inside of the theater, Mysterio, bro. And that first came about in Spider-Man PS1 on Nintendo 64, when you were web swinging around fighting Big Mysterio in the middle of the room. Like, yo, bro, it's sweet with all the animations and it looks real nice, but in terms of gameplay, bro, in terms of being like, this is something where you literally can do anything, bro. Literally. They're doing the same thing over and over. It's the same concept, though, bringing it back. The same concept, the same stories over and over. Why is Shakespeare bleeding into everything? Where did that come from? Would Shakespeare stole bleed into everything? Yes, because he stole it. So clearly it bled into everything. But what did he steal? The question is, why did what he stole bleed into everything? Does that have any relation at all with what he stole? The fact that it bled into everything, does that have any correlation with what he stole? Is that a reason why he stole it? Because it would bleed into everything? Because is there something like that? Is there a concept that way? The whole thing with the agenda. Why do they want to have these individuals, right? You can have all kinds of whatever perceptions you want about it.
Clear line of sight to the generator.
What? So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to like find the power source and connect them to the okay, so I gotta boom. What? Okay, hold on. We gonna figure it out. Okay. Here. Let's read, right? Can't you read it? Can't we read it? Ain't it something? Okay. When holding the aim button, fire a tether web at the generator and then relay node to create a connection between the two. Hold LT to aim, press R1 to shoot a tether web. Okay. R1. And then wait, where do I shoot it at? Wait, what did it say? Hold on. Fire a tether web at the generator and then at the relay node. Okay. Right here? Oh, wait. Okay, wait a minute. I understand. It should be like that, but I could do this one instead. Okay, here we'll start here. I got it. Okay, we understand that one, and then we're gonna go over here. That was why he needed it open. Okay, all right, bet. Wait, can I do that? Can't we just like, you know, like kick it? Yo, what? Yo, dog, you Spider-Man, bro. What is you doing? Bro, if you don't move this out the way, bro. Y'all see this? The cardboard box. Yo, this is crazy. Okay. Here we're gonna do it this way. You gotta have it your way. Y'all ever eat at that place? I ain't ate there in a minute.
Three down. One to go.
I can't say the name of that place because you know, Spider-Man is bad enough. No, I'm playing. I don't incur any fines for that. I don't even know nothing about that, y'all. But going back to where I was, sometimes you gotta let everything sit for a minute. You know, after you start talking about stuff, you gotta get back into the game because you start losing where you was. And you know, I'm into the Spider-Man. Okay, it's like a puzzle. And then after this game, y'all, we gonna be with you next time. Yes, that's what we're gonna do after this mission. Oh, you see it? Okay, so now we're going to the triangle. You notice this triangle, y'all? That yellow triangle with the triangle inside of it and the other triangle inside of it. That symbol, that symbology. It's just a triangle. You're right.
Alright, what are you up to, Finn?
Alright, what are you up to, Finn? What are we doing?
Finn's pumping energy into the new form.
Nothing doing, Finn. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. He said, not gonna lie, that's a perspective I hadn't considered before on Stark. You didn't consider that on Stark, yeah. Hi. What do you think about Venom 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home? Venom 2, I was talking about it. I think it looks a lot like the first Venom, you know, which is a little weird. But oh well. No Way Home, it'll come out whenever it does. You're saying it right, video is amazing, thank you. Batman is the worst super of all time. He has all this money, doesn't even donate to the poor. Instead, he just dresses up a bat and beats up people just trying to feed their families. Hey, but that's the same thing as all of these heroes. That doesn't just start and stop at Batman. Like, all of these heroes have all of these powers, and instead of them fighting, instead of them fighting for the people that don't have anything, they fight for the people that have it all, and they protect the people that have it all. You know, I sound like the underground, right? Ain't that how that's how those people sound too? And it's always framed like that. It's always framed like the people that are for the people are always the bad guys because they're breaking the law, right? But it's the concept of the law is like this infallible thing. But the reality of it is that these people that are actually getting over on folks are doing it within the law, or they're breaking the law. The law is not stopping or hindering anything. It's not at all having a play in how these people operate. The law is, but it's not. It is not. Because something is illegal, because murder is illegal, does not mean that they ain't gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna go, oh dang, it's illegal, not gonna kill you now. Like, that's the fallacy with the criminals and the police and the superheroes. The fallacy is that these people are criminals by choice. And yes, that is true. They did choose it. But a lot of the time, and ultimately, these people are real people. Like, they're not just video game characters who are criminals because that's how they were designed to be. Like the media we're talking about, the point of media, right? Or one of the points of media, or one of the effects of media, right? Criminals they don't just go to school to be criminals, okay? Like, it's not a uniform that a criminal wears. In Spider-Man 2, or no, The Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man says something like, he says something like, what did he say? You were dressed like a car thief or something. It was like a joke. You were dressed like a car thief. That's a real concept. Like, some people really do, like, base their opinions on how people look, right? Some people really do base their opinions on how people dress, right? Some people really do base their opinions on what people's occupations are, who people are. People base an opinion off of that. These video games, some of this media an agenda could be said to be seen. The concept of the law being infallible, not saying that the law is not, that's not what we're saying at all. The point is thought provocation, right? The point is agendas, media. What is the purpose of media and agendas? What do these things mean for real? Like, could an agenda be seen like as the concept of the demonization of individuals who go against the law in any framework? Like, it's not even referring to just the concept of this is what a criminal is, but the concept of like, in general, breaking the law is deemed, you know, not right, and that is when you are deemed a criminal, and then you can have this superpowered being come after you. Like, and that's a very mundane, very simplistic, I mean, some people would even say, how would you correlate the two? How are those two even correlated? Did he see me? Hey, that's right. That's right. He could just go invisible. Y'all saw that? That was sweet. Yo, it's a lot of folks in here, dog. I'm supposed to kill all these people. This is boring. Okay, here, let's just fight. We just gotta fight, dog. Cause forget it. I can't deal with this, bro. Oh man, it's about to be a little difficult. But it will not be impossible. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, y'all saw that? That got real very quickly. Whoa. Whoa, that was real. Did y'all see that? These people are I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and that was no joke. That was serious. They were coming after me. They were coming after me. He said, "Come here, Spider-Man," or something, whatever he said. We could pick apart one by one. I thought they saw me again, y'all. I thought they saw me again. Okay. Alright, going back to it. So, what does it even mean, like, you know, to put these concepts, these stories even in the media? What does that even mean to have an agenda? What is the purpose of an agenda? To get people to think a particular way. Why though? Where does that even come from? Why would you steal? Why would anybody steal some type of information or some type of? How would anybody steal stories that earlier I mentioned they come from ancient? They have ancient backgrounds. Like, how would somebody even steal ancient stories or whatever? Like, how? And for what reason? Why would you say, okay, I'm gonna steal this? It's ancient. Like, why would you even care? It's ancient. And then how does that ancient works become like the staple of works modern day?
Gotta watch out for spiders, man.
Is that everybody? No. I'm taking out everybody. Y'all saw that? That was crazy.
Even Spider-Man's not ready for this.
Okay, here we go.
Venom tears it apart. Good.
Venom tears it apart. Heck nah. That's right. Let me know. Y'all see this? This game is not that bad, y'all. My whole point is that, like, in terms of gaming, why is this like Batman? Why is this like the previous Spider-Man games? In terms of technology, like, why? Out of everything you could do, why would you do the same thing? And that's an honest question. Like, we should make the best of the best. We should demand the best of the best. But again, I'm just a guy playing video games. What do I know? Absolutely. I mean, I can give myself some credit. I went to school. Do that. Hey, this man really trying to get buck with Spidey. Boy, what is you doing? Oh! I saw that one. Okay, here we go. We're about to wind it down. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh. Oh. Oh, see, I guess I was expecting him to lock on. Did y'all see that? He didn't lock on though. There we go. Come on. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. That was hard, y'all.
Okay, now for the new form.
Now for the new form. Okay. Batman is the word. Yep. I haven't played Resident Evil 8. Yeah, me neither. Maybe the stories bleed because they spoke to some fundamental part of the human experience, perception of self, desire for fame, uncertainty, uncertain destiny. Yes. Yes, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. They were speaking on to some other esoteric, old ideals, these older concepts, these things that predate our society but make up society, things that are necessary for a particular society, right? Whoa, this is her?
Stop! So you can steal my new form? Not a chance in hell!
What is going on?
Hey, Genki, ran into Finn.
What is happening?
She grabbed the new form. I'm chasing her across Manhattan.
Crap. Okay.
This just escalated very
Step
quickly,
one,
y'all.
catch her. Step 2, I'll get back to you.
Whoa. I am in a state of shock.
This is between me and Roxxon!
I'm in a real state of shock right now. She's trying to get revenge because her dad, Harry, okay. What I'm trying to say right now, this is Harry Osborn.
How about we use our words? How about you stop being so flingy?
This is insane right now. Cause she took that goblin serum, bro. What you mean how is she not tired? That's Harry.
Not going well.
She blowing up everything. This is, whoa. This is something else right now. I like it.
Yeah, as soon as I catch her. Tinkerer, I gotta tell you something. Slow down.
Man, just say it, bro.
Think I'm stupid?
You wanna hear this? I promise.
Step off, Spider-Man!
Why don't he just say it? I'm Miles. I'm Miles. I love you. I'm Miles. I'm a liar. Like, yo, your friend is superpowered. I'm superpowered. It makes sense. Like, come on. What is you doing? Retarded. I can't say that word. Can I say that word? I don't know. Hope the ship's okay. You don't care. You going after your friend. But you need to tell her that you're Spider-Man before she kills more people, if you really care. Does he care, though? Look at what's going on. This is still a part of my convo. Oh! I don't understand what I was supposed to do. We're playing, what is it called? Whatever it was. When you're... Whoa. Temple Run. That's what the name of that game was. I had to think of it, y'all. Spider-Man doesn't care about the people of New York. He doesn't care about any of the people. That's the point.
My mom would be very upset.
Miles?
Duh.
Can we just...
You two on the roof!
No, that's not a duh, though. Because he's a liar. He hurt. Because she messed him up. That's right. That's what you get, kids. See, that's why you don't lie, kids. That's why. Alright. It's hypocritical, too, because Andrew's Spider-Man dressed the exact same way before he made the basketball suit. Do you know who Licks is? How does it hit from Mariah's shield? Do that much damage Spider-Man become fall from... Explain Insomniac. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about how we can... Yeah. But that's, you know, that's what they do. Alright, y'all. So... we had some nice questions that were introduced in this video right here. I have a feeling that the next time I play this game, it's going to be real interesting. The game's going to get real interesting. So we're just going to stop the stream right here. I appreciate you all for listening, for watching me play this game. You see, we're all learning more. We're all making these connections, talking about these stories, talking about these characters. Notice what happened, though. All right, y'all. I was chasing this girl through the city, and she killing people. For real. I'm Spider-Man, though. And it's not because it's Miles. It's not because it's Miles. Spider-Man does it all the time. All the heroes do it. It's not just Spider-Man. They kill a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people die. Not just like normal people, or not just like police or military people, but like normal people. People that's just going about their daily lives. You know who the normal people are. Like, so that's just it for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for that next part when we play. I don't know how close I am to beating the game, but I have a feeling next episode we're gonna get to some things in this palace. But as always, y'all have a good one. Appreciate you. Peace.